Hi everyone! First, just a quick thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I truly enjoy making these videos and it's great fun to use my interior design knowledge in a different way, apart from traditional client work. In this video, I want to talk to you about one of my very favorite and fun interior design techniques, and that is fifth wall design. Now, if you are a designer or a design enthusiast, then you know that I am referring to the ceiling, which is also referred to by designers as the fifth wall. Ceiling design, if done well, can absolutely take a room design from good to great. And I'm sure that by the end of this video, you will be able to clearly see why I'm saying that. Now, you might be thinking that this is just one more video showing you different design options for your ceiling, but rest assured, this is not that type of video. Sure, just knowing what's available in the world of ceiling design is helpful, but if you have no idea which of these design options would look best in your room or home, what's the point, right? Because clearly what would look great in a traditional style room may or may not work in a contemporary style room. Likewise, what might work best in an entryway may not be ideal for a kitchen. So while we look at each ceiling design approach, I'll share with you which interior design styles are ideal for that approach and what type of rooms are best for that particular approach, so that you can easily narrow down the choices that would work best based on the predominant interior design style in your home, as well as which room you should consider using it in. Sound good? Excellent. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, while I can appreciate all of the different ceiling design choices I'll be discussing today, I want to start with wallpaper because this is truly one of my absolute favorite ways to use this material, from more subtle patterns to dramatic prints, and glamorous to whimsical. Wallpaper options abound, which means that it can work with nearly any interior design style out there. I particularly love wallpaper on the ceiling in traditional and transitional style rooms, and the right paper will also look incredible in contemporary design. If patterns scare you off, consider a light-colored grass cloth wallpaper, which looks fantastic in this French country bedroom, and would also look great in coastal chic interior design. But for those of you who are looking to create an instant focal point, especially in a minimalist space, consider something bold like this world map print. And if any iteration of bohemian is what you love, then a bright, bold paper feels right at home here. In terms of rooms, wallpaper on the ceiling can truly be used in any room of your home, from your living room and kitchen to your home office and your kids' rooms. I especially love wallpaper on a ceiling in an entryway. What a way to make a first impression. This is also one of the few rooms of the home where I love seeing wallpaper repeated on the ceiling and the walls. Repeating the right wallpaper on the walls and ceiling can also help a low ceiling to feel higher and can make the most of rooms with slanted ceilings. Whichever way you go with a papered ceiling, just be sure that the wallpaper ties in with the rest of the design, either in color or pattern. Let's now move on to decorative ceiling molding. Just like wallpaper, there are many different choices from very simple to incredibly elaborate designs. Ceiling molding is particularly suited for traditional and French or modern French style rooms, as well as Art Deco design. But it also works well in transitional and contemporary style rooms as well. Do you see how they mirrored the pattern of the rug on the ceiling? Brilliant! Decorative ceiling molding is a great choice for entryways, formal living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, home offices, and libraries. Now, if you love the look of ceiling molding, but want something that's much more simple to install, then definitely consider decorative ceiling tiles. There are some excellent products available today that are made of lightweight styrofoam, which mimic the look of molding and plaster ceiling tiles. Although there are many different styles of ceiling tiles available, I particularly love the ones that are made for traditional and Mediterranean style rooms. Tin tiles, whether faux or real, are excellent choices for French country and farmhouse, as well as Mediterranean and Tuscan homes. Also, let's not forget that ceiling accents, like the tile install we see here, is an excellent and more affordable alternative to an entire ceiling design, and still packs a big design punch to a room. Similar to decorative ceiling molding, I would also use ceiling tiles in entryways, formal living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, home offices, or libraries, but also kitchens and baths. Now I want to move on to probably my second favorite ceiling design, which are coffered ceilings. In the right room, this is a beautiful choice that gives a design that polished, high-end look. While many associate coffered ceilings with traditional and transitional interior design, this ceiling option can work in a number of different styles. But first, let's define what a coffered ceiling is. The word coffer means indentation, so coffered ceilings refer to a ceiling design that has recessed, hollowed panels which are created by adding beams to a flat ceiling. Those panels can be deep or shallow and are laid in a grid pattern. While we typically see them laid as squares, they can also be circular, rectangular, or polygonal. Coffered ceilings are ideal for ceilings that are between 9 and 14 feet or 2.7 and 4.3 meters high. Coffered ceilings can be painted all one color, and I especially love using high gloss in this type of application. Or you can paint the ceiling a contrasting color to your beams, and of course you can do it in a flat or a high gloss paint. In lieu of a contrasting paint color, coffered ceilings can also be integrated with wood, which looks great in farmhouse, French country, English country, and coastal chic interiors. Or you can install wallpaper inside the panels, and this is a great look for transitional and eclectic interiors. Coffered ceilings are especially suited for living and family rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, and home offices or libraries. Now, perhaps you are thinking that coffered ceilings are a bit formal for you or your home. If so, then you may very well love the look of a wood ceiling. The beauty of wood ceilings is that they instantly provide warmth to a room design, and because wood itself can be incredibly varied from rough to smooth and dark to light, wood ceilings naturally can look quite different as well depending upon the wood that's used. Here we have a mid-tone wood with a more knotty texture, and this type of ceiling goes perfectly with the modern rustic style. This type of wood also goes well with the Scandinavian style. For contemporary homes, I would use either a light or a dark wood with a smooth texture. For mid-century modern, I would also use a smooth textured wood, but with a mid-tone like walnut instead. For Zen or Japanese styles, keep the texture smooth, but feel free to use any tone wood. They all work well here. For styles like farmhouse, French country, English country, cottage, and western, a rustic wood ceiling is an excellent choice. Another great option for all four of these styles is to layer beams over a wood ceiling. Tuscan and Mediterranean styles are two other ideal styles for wood ceilings. Finally, if you love traditional, transitional, or modern French, definitely consider using a herringbone wood ceiling. Absolutely stunning. Wood ceilings are wonderful choices for your entryway, family or living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, home offices, and libraries. Now, if you're someone who loves using beadboard on the walls of your farmhouse, French country, coastal, or cottage home, this material can also be a great choice for your ceiling as well. Beadboard on the ceiling works well in family rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, kitchens and baths, and home offices. Next up is brick, which is another absolute favorite of mine. There is something so eye-catching about a brick ceiling, and this material works in so many different styles. This ceiling choice is gorgeous with French country, traditional, transitional, Mediterranean, contemporary, urban modern, and industrial. Brick ceilings are stunning in your entryway, family and living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and kitchens. Now, if you love many of these ideas, but feel that they are too expensive and/or time-consuming, do not underestimate the tremendous design impact that a non-white paint color can have on your ceiling. I'm a big fan of black ceilings. Just be sure that you repeat black throughout other elements in your room so the color still feels cohesive. Of course, there are lots of other excellent paint color choices. Here we see two different shades of blue that are picked up from the same accent color in these room designs. Here we have another bold choice with a design that chose to use a gold paint color on their ceiling to accentuate the gold accents in the room. Now, if you have a bold, dramatic paint color on your walls, then definitely consider extending that color to the ceiling as well. I love this. Now, just a quick note on dark paint colors. If you paint your walls a dark color, in general, this will make a room feel smaller. That said, if you paint an entire room the same color, including your ceiling and your moldings, this will actually make a room feel larger and the ceiling higher to most people. So what happens when you make the same paint color a dark color? Will the room feel larger or smaller? Well, if you have sufficient natural and artificial lighting, and especially if you use a high gloss paint that reflects a lot of light, then I definitely think your ceiling will feel taller and the room will not feel any smaller. At the end of the day though, it's your home, and if you try this and you don't love it, then thankfully paint is one of the least expensive changes you can make, so you can always repaint. But I am firmly in the camp of loving dark paint colors on walls and the ceiling for the right design. Painting your ceiling a non-white color works in any room of your home and with nearly any interior design style. Of course, paint can be used in a number of different ways, including stripes, which is such a fun choice for a kid's room, and for more dramatic styles like Art Deco. Paint, naturally, can also be used with stencil kits. There are a number of great stencil kits you can buy online that are DIY friendly. This can be a great choice in lieu of a ceiling medallion and many types of vaulted ceilings, especially where wallpaper installation might be challenging. Because there are so many different stencil patterns, they can work in a number of different styles, but I like them best in traditional, Mediterranean, and Tuscan-style homes. Stencils are a great choice where you want high impact, such as your entryway, dining room, formal living room, and your powder room. Now let's move on from paint, which is the easiest and most affordable, to one of the more complicated and potentially very expensive ceiling design options, which are fabric ceilings. There is no question that fabric ceilings, which are commonly referred to as tented ceilings or canopy ceilings, is one of the most unique and show-stopping choices out there. This type of ceiling is primarily suited for traditional, Victorian, and Bohemian style interiors. As you can see in these images, fabric ceilings can fall in pleats or gathers, or it can be pulled tight. There are some important considerations with fabric ceilings. When selecting a fabric, you'll want to choose one that is naturally non-flammable, or a fabric that has been appropriately treated. Also, you should select a fabric that does not readily collect dust. While many of the ceiling options I spoke about today help with soundproofing a room, fabric in particular can be excellent in this area. As I mentioned just a minute ago, having a fabric ceiling installed professionally is quite costly, but it is possible to DIY this through online tutorials and some limited online kits as well. You may have also heard of stretched fabric ceilings. These are often used to cover up popcorn ceilings, and what I love about this choice is that they can even be lacquered. I love this option. Fabric ceilings are ideal in living rooms, dining rooms, and bedrooms. And there you have it. 10 amazing options for every room of your home and an option for every interior design style. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe to be notified of future interior design videos. Happy decorating!